What's up, fam? Hey, this is Queen Common Sense coming back again to you from the Chi-Town Hold It Down remix to the damn sticks in the Kakalaka holding it down. Woo, man, oh man, this one was a trigger for me. The channel came through again, been channeling messages starting to flow through again this morning. I had a few the other day that I jotted down. I didn't really feel like talking much. I've been at war with my own demons over here, emerging from survival mode after being consistently gang stalked, hovered over, slandered, and spiritually, ran down on over the course of 30 years plus has been something to talk about, if I must say so myself. But I was up late, caught a snip of old slow slog, tag along, drag along over here. And trigger. I just have a big problem with jealousy. It is a huge pet peeve of mine to the point of physical illness. It makes me physically sick when I connect with jealousy, the energy of Leviathan. It's especially irritating for me because I have an older sister and a mother who were and still are highly jealous of me. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this last live here that this grass snake, brace face side chick put up. And then we're going to move on down into the topic that I really want to unload is being on the receiving end of jealousy. And maybe people have put it out there, but I'm going to put it out here the way that I'm going to put it out here, the way that I experienced it, and how it has affected my psyche. And when you affect my psyche a certain way, you affect my children. And I have had to live in autopilot concerning my own emotions, and put them on mute for 3.5 decades, working as hard as I could to protect my innocent children from that energy of Leviathan directly from my blood biological relatives. Now, for me, I still will never be able to wrap my head around it being jealousy, and I still am and probably always will be very deeply disturbed as someone on the receiving end of it. Okay, that's why I think a lot of very empathic women just have a huge disgust for this being, slow slog, because they have been on the receiving end of some very demented jealousy. Now, Black girls especially, Black women, Black young girls, See, I don't know. It just seems like it is a different kind of vicious dealing with Leviathan and spirit jealousy. Now, Ariane jumped up here and slapped the picture of little Miles Knox Maverick Hope up there. Wasn't supposed to. Word on the curb is, old Lytel is back thirst trapping and ready to trick off, do a little strange things for some change with Ray over there. So naturally, the cycle is, the concubine gets mad and starts acting out. Now, allegedly, she's denying the claims that there was some type of altercation at the gym between she and the milk dud head. I don't believe there's peace between the two of them. I'm gonna just put it like that. I don't believe that she ain't think about him. I believe that there was some type of altercation somewhere. If it wasn't at the gym, it was somewhere. Okay. And just, I'm gonna just put it on out there for her, OG style, and many others who glorify side chickery and this hood boogery gutterette type behavior, to help you understand maybe from a different viewpoint of how you look to lucid, forward thinking people when you hurl around your demon that spawned from Leviathan at other women unsuspecting of you and don't damn fucking know you, and wouldn't even check for a motherfucker like you. But now we have a whole new ball of wax to melt because some weird, strange chick who thinks she got the one up on you, got the drop on you, coming out the woodwork like a cockroach with her jealous energy. And you're like, where the hell did she come from? Who is that? Okay. And we're going to talk about that there. So let's get here on this here little video. And we're going to chop it up a little bit about it here. Let's check her out. Here she goes.
Do you enjoy mommy life? I have 4 that wear me out. I'm going to be honest. I absolutely love mommy life. Like, I love mommy life. My kids are the best. Paris is turning 12 tomorrow.
She loves mommy life, but she has no job, no reliable source of income other than whatever little, public service she's receiving, whatever stipend she's on. A lot of mothers with children under the age of 18, they can collect a check, from the government, as well as other benefits until they get up on their feet to supplement what they're not doing for their children as far as income.
I love mommy life. I want more kids, but this far.
She said she wants some more kids. Help us, God. Help us all. Why would you want more children, ma'am, when you can't support the ones that you have? Tell me, why do you eventually want more children when you're emotionally still a child yourself? Why would you want to bring more children into the world to further struggle with you on your struggle bus to attention whoring and tricking off for a once married man to have nothing to show for all that energy you put into somebody who was using you as a jump off, as a place filler, as a bookmark, and a pin cushion, honey?
It's just getting dark out there, y'all, so we can't really. Y'all see Knox, but they're knocked out. I have 2 kids.
Now she's the best. Mommyhood is the best thing. Come on, motherhood. She loved being a mother. She loved mom life. When have you mothered, darling? When have you mothered those children? You know your daughter is not living in the same household as you, and I don't blame the father for doing that. You know that you are not stable financially. Your housing is upside down. You don't have a stable place to live. You can barely afford to feed yourself and your two children by yourself without support or help from any other outside entity. You sitting outside, listen, sitting outside in the car she is, people, waiting for Paris to finish her cheer lessons, cheer practice. Sitting outside in the car on Instagram or TikTok or wherever the hell she did this live, but she loved being a mom. Okay. I love being a mom too. When my daughter was in cheer, I was inside the gymnasium with them, and it was so exciting for me. You know, I was cheering so hard on the back of the bleachers and everything, helping them rehearse and remember their steps. The coach asked me to be the coach the following year, and we were cheering together. I got to relive a little bit of my childhood with my daughter. That's loving mom life, in my opinion. Everybody's different, but let's go.
But I love mommy life. I love being a mom. What time is it? Oh my God, y'all got so long before Paris get out of practice. Oh my God. Maybe I should sit here and turn on some music. How about that? Because goodness gracious. Let me turn it down loud, so loud. I'm trying to learn how to work it, but I don't really. What are you talking about?
So as she sits here, eating on IG, fiddling around in the car, you know, reading the comments, you know, she loves being a mom.
This car lighting suck, y'all. It ain't even giving what it's supposed to give. And
She just looks and sounds bothered all the time. She taught her tone, you know, the energy and the frequency that comes off of her is just bothered. She's always bothered. She feels
a series
I
about
just
what
get
now?
where she feels
A
inconvenienced
series
all the
about
time.
what? Y'all be mad at my series because y'all won't y'all want to see me fail. So y'all be mad about my series, speaking the truth. Let's change the subject. Let's shift it to something else. Let's not even worry about the negative. Let's get on something else. And don't get caught in the comments on some bullshit and get blocked. Because I will block you.
They tearing her up in the comments, y'all.
Some of y'all still so hurt and got a lot of growing to do. Been there, done, I got my t-shirt. Gonna do it? Thank you.
We're gonna skip through a little bit here real quick, so don't lose any more brain cells. I don't know, Ariane.
I'm not gonna say that I like Alabama better than Dayton. I left Dayton at 17, and then I came out to A&M. I was just so young, still so green to so many things. So I'm not gonna say I like Alabama better than Dayton. Sometimes I miss Dayton. When I go home, it's always a good time. Thank you, Wendy. But of course I'm Dayton. Of course.
So now she's dating, but just, what, a month or so ago, Martell was over there on another content creators platform talking about now they're starting over as friends. Um, they're getting to know each other, again, and that was his other woman and all of this. Now she's up here talking about she's dating. Okay.
I'm Dayton. And someone's like, why not? Oh, hi, Ebony. I don't know the next time I'm coming to Dayton. The last time I was there was January for my grandma's 83rd birthday. I'm about to go to Atlanta next week, but I stay in Atlanta, so that's neither here nor there. But I need to bring my kids to see my grandma again. I don't know the next time I'm coming home, though. Can we have a bum? I know y'all need to give y'all a blunt tutorial. It's really not that hard. This is like a full tone with a perimeter left out, but bun, I'd be throwing that shit up, and the faster you do it, the better it get. Y'all can't really see.
I mean, it just screams, broken. It screams, low frequency, uh, beat down, sad, depressed. It just screams that to me. I don't know, maybe because I'm older, maybe because, I've been through some things that she hasn't. I don't know, but it just screams that she's broken. She's at her wit's end, and just she has nowhere else to go. She has no other uh rabbit tricks in her hat to pull out. You know, Attention has been her currency. Clearly, this demon has gassed her head up so much to the point where she's lost. She clearly doesn't even know who she is anymore at all. Okay. Um, it's hard for me to feel bad for her because at this point and stage, if after 10 years of seeing the same cycle with this person, with this dude that strung her along and tricked off on her for all this time, it's hard for me to really truly accept the fact that she was clueless, as clueless as she wants to lead everybody else to believe. But anyway, I've had enough of her. I want to put it out there, something out there that I've been really pondering over for a while. Being on the receiving end of jealousy, you know, it is quite the ordeal, because not only, you know, as a child, you don't comprehend those type of emotions because you have such an innocence about you where you just know that kids attract kids and hey, we're having fun and we're going to do things that kids do to have fun, right? Until it's time to go back to our respective family homes or whatever. Jealousy comes in a lot of forms, and when you on the receiving end of jealousy, it is the type of confusion and puzzle feeling that is indescribable. It's indescribable. There's shock there, there's confusion, there's the urge to want to confront, the urge to want to try to unravel, understand, and wrap your head around why this person is being such an unpleasant, diabolical being towards you and directing all of this evil, disgusting energy your way. And you're like, I just showed the hell up on the playground. I'm just trying to get a good game or a hopscotch in here, you know. Same thing as an adult. It used to make my head spin when I would accidentally walk in on my mother and sister talking about me, right? And a lot of times they were so wrapped up and invested in the conversation and creating a narrative, this disgusting, vile narrative about me between the two of them. It was like their love language to hate on me, unsuspecting me, you know, naive me. The that's my mom, that's my sister. They would do that type of me. And gaslighting is a hell of a thing to get past. Sometimes you never really do. And the demons that come along with that is the big $64 question. Why? Why would they say that? Why would that never happen? Right? All these questions boil down to why. Being on the receiving end of jealousy is just like Melody stated at one point, it's like fist fighting a man only spiritually. It's emotionally taxing. It is disturbing so much so that it can make you lose sleep. Okay? So much so that it changes your appetite. Your digestive tract begins to malfunction. And I've seen the effects of mental and emotional abuse from jealousy, the effects of it from jealousy and people trying to dodge and deflect and navigate around people who are jealous of them. The effect is sometimes where you lose your life behind it. People unalive themselves and other folks behind jealousy, and being the receiver of that energy, it is really, really unnerving. Okay. I have an acute amount of anxiety. I am very, very private, and I used to have agoraphobia, the fear of going outside. I still do to a degree, but because I have a love for animals and I believe just God's intervention, I've always had a beautiful pet, a service dog, or just a regular pet that wasn't trained professionally, and just amazing children. Amazing children help me survive because I can tell you, being the target of jealousy, especially people who don't know, you have no clue who this person is, but through observation and just doing a lot of ear hustling and being a good personal detective for yourself, just watching how people interact with you versus someone else that they like, right? And you can't figure out why this person dislikes you. Like, what the fuck can I do to you to make you bitch come from? Right? It is overwhelming to be on the receiving end of jealousy, to have someone constantly creating all kind of stories, lies, yarns, and fables about you. Like, I don't even know this motherfucker. Imagine if that was your relative. It's equally as disturbing as when a stranger does it. Equally as disturbing, equally as damaging, equally as abusive. I'm at this big age, where I'm considered an elder now. I still cannot wrap my head around and make that make sense. How does it assist or uplift you? How do you ascend in any way being jealous of someone, especially someone you do not know? it's debilitating. Some days I remember I couldn't even really function. Mornings are the worst for me. That's why I'm not a morning person, because my anxiety started when I could no longer sit and have bonding time in the morning with my dad before he would go to work. My mother was very jealous of that. So she found ways to plant negative seeds in his mind about me that allegedly happened throughout the day. And unbeknownst to me, these seeds were being planted when I was not around at, whatever cheer practice or a dance class or music lesson. This is when they would have their conversations. That's old school. Baby boomers do that. Wait till the kids are out the house to have their serious talks and arguments and all that, for the most part. Now, my mother was a special kind of covert narcissist. She had a calculated move and reason for everything she did, just like Lytel and his flunky. And being caught in the middle of that, my father, a united front. This is my wife. That's their mother. I have to support and be, a united front with their mother. Right or wrong. And that's where the enabling comes in of that narcissistic abuse and jealousy. And let's not overlook how demented it is for a mother to compete with her daughter, right? Spiritually, emotionally, and physically for attention, competing with me for my father's affection and attention. It was either all or nothing. My mother did not celebrate and encourage and nurture a bond between my dad and his children. She was very jealous of the relationship individually that he had with each one of their children. And as the youngest, I was confused. I want to say 80% of the time. I was completely confused at why people were so moody. 20 minutes later, I'm the apple of his eye all over again. And then the following day, I'm being mistreated and dismissed. It's a roller coaster. And for a child to try to navigate all of that, and that child not grow up to be either some type of addict or locked away in a room with no windows and a Hugby jacket on, is an accomplishment that is quite outstanding. Now, I didn't say I wasn't touched, but thank God I'm not locked up in an sanatorium, nor am I dependent on illicit chemicals and narcotics. Thank Great Spirit for that. Because a lot of people grow up with a narcissist as a parent who don't come out as quite as blessed, quite as fortunate to be sober and not behind bars. Okay, so being the recipient of this jealousy from her ex-husband, the concubine, and other castmates, I completely empathize and admire Melody Cherie Rogers and all the women who have undergone that amount of pressure, that amount of stress, and still be able to laugh, still be able to smile and live without any hesitation. because I'm trying to get back there. I'm working on getting back there, right? I'm working on it. I was there up until I moved from Chicago to North Carolina in 2014, November of 2014. From November of 2014 up until today, the experience of being on the receiving end of jealousy, Leviathan, Legion, and racism and white supremacy has really re-injured my soul. Okay, me and the devil going at it, yo. Okay, and all his goddamn demons. We going at it. So I got that ass in a half Nelson, but I put him in a full Nelson so we can get back to business. But being on the receiving end of jealousy as a grown woman, and it's a complete and utter stranger, that is uber creepy. Okay? The woman that you are jealous of is not checking for you, clearly, because you've never been introduced. Energetically, you did not cross paths, so she don't see. Okay? She living her life, doing her thing, and even when I didn't have shit popping, my sister clocked in and out queen. Her name, her mouth was full of my name, like cheap liquor, yo. So we don't see. We're not really checking for if somebody watching us. We got our head so focused on the things we want to accomplish and the problems we want to try to begin to solve and the resolution and revolution that we carrying inside of our soul. We want to get that out and express it as creatively and in the most interesting fashion we can. So jealousy, envy, competition, and hating is just not on the roadmap. Okay? Once we discover the recipients of said jealousy, once we discover that there's a motherfucker jealous of me, what? Why? That's my first question. Why? You know? And usually that shuts everything down, or they play in your face and start lying and shit, backpedaling and pretending like they don't know what the fuck you talking about. Okay? So that is all striking when a motherfucker cannot explain to you why they're mad at you, why they have such angst towards you, why their energy is so vile towards you. Why is it when they speak to you, they twist their nose up, and you notice they don't do that with other people? It's a lot of people in my former church who were like that. I come to church, speaking to everybody, and I see a few women lingering around, you know, waiting for me to pay tutelage to them, with like look like they smell their upper lip, look like somebody farted. And I'm like, what the fuck wrong with these bitches over here? Of course, I didn't say that at church, but in your mind, you think, what the fuck wrong with her? Hi, sister so and so. And then it act like it hurt them just to speak. They have to force a hello, so you know immediately, yeah, there's something wrong. Let me move around, mind my business, drink my water, get through this service so we can go home. I get my children out of here. And see, that's a huge reason why a lot of people do not want to attend or rejoin a church. Because this type of energy is thick in situations like that, in spiritual settings such as church groups, church activities, just like the Mean Girls Club in high school. So the recipient of said jealousy is gobsmacked behind bullshit that you're carrying. And we like, where the hell come from? I was over here doing me while you watching me do me and you mad. They can't explain it. They won't explain it. It's inexplicable, right? Just like it's inexplicable to describe in words that are befitting of how truly unhinged that is to witness. It's more than disturbing. It's like frightening. It's very scary to understand that there's somebody who's a complete stranger to you who is jealous. And it's sometimes based on those seeds that are planted. It's called triangulation, right? You playing both sides against the middle, burning both ends of your candle to see which end reach the middle first. I get really sick, like I mentioned before, physically nauseated. The hairs on the back of my neck spike up. Sometimes I get a severe headache starting on the left side of my face near the temple, just behind the eyebrow. Okay. That's how I know when somebody's jealous. And then you will see me exit with a quick stealth. I'm out. Boing. And I've been doing that ever since I was very young. And as I was reflecting on what were my survival mechanisms, I'm, journaling, I'm, doing the word. And I'm like, okay, so yeah, I would just dip. I remember that with peers, family members. After a while, my rescue route, my exit rescue route was bounce. And I would find books. And I had such a creativity with music and performance. I would entertain myself that way to soothe my anxiety, fear, and utter shock behind being treated like a subhuman by my sister after not seeing her all day. And we rarely bonded after she arrived home from school. And when I was left alone with her, she was really, really vicious and mean. I was bullied severely by my older sister because she did not want a younger sibling. After those two boys and her were born, I wasn't supposed to be no there. There wasn't supposed to be no more sharing. And it showed up in how my mother mothered after I was born, and it trickled down on all of her children. I was their scapegoat for the resentment of having raised another child with the same marital problems that were there before I was born. So, if this penetrates any bird brain tricks, the woman on the receiving end of your jealousy is disturbed by you. You are a scary motherfucker, okay? And just the black women that I know, a lot of us empaths, sisters, we don't take too kindly to you trying to strike fear in us, okay? From me, this empath, I'm ready to put the pause on or something a little hotter, if that makes sense. Okay, so being on the receiving end of that Leviathan energy, the jealousy, you playing in our faces, you harassing, taunting, trying to shame and embarrass us, and we don't fucking know you. That's a very dangerous place to be with me, because I don't scare too easily, and I really find it absolutely disgusting and sick for a motherfucker that don't know you try to strike fear in me. See, that's when I start getting real ugly. All right. Now, it gets worse. My fury and wrath gets worse when I discover that one of my children is one of your pawns to try to manipulate, abuse, and control me by way of an innocent child who had nothing to do with your demons that created said jealousy for me. And because you don't like me, you're going to do even more deplorable, disgusting, mind-bending things to my child. See, that's double whammy for me to come for you relentlessly until I get tired of coming. Okay? So I just wanted to throw that out there, you know, channeling, working on my shadows, kickboxing, MMA, fight these demons so that I can ascend back to my greatest, highest self. Because depression is a bitch, y'all. Sadness, grief, looking back going, that was a waste of fucking time. Why they do all that when they could just leave me the fuck alone like I left their ass alone, right? We're going to get into that later. It might be a part 2 to this because I'm related to, a teacher, okay? My sister, my older sister has the mindset of a flea like Tisha, and I might drop a few little things on receipts on you to show you just how fucking disturbing this shit is, being on the receiving end of a bird like clucker current. Okay? We sick of y'all. All right? So y'all be good. Be blessed. I'm going to leave it there for now. I got to go and find my center. My anxiety is off the rails today, y'all. So take care of yourself. Face them demons. It's okay to not be okay sometimes as long as you don't live there. Okay? Drink your water. Put some lemon peels in it. Brush your teeth with baking soda. Leave that toothpaste alone. And y'all bitches stop being jealous of each other. If you love yourself, there ain't no reason to copy off of another woman's paper. Okay? And we out of here. We're going to rock it on out with a little bit of jealousy. Y'all be good. Till next time, tell another video. One love.